In Time. Every time I think about that title, all I can think about is that scene from The Punisher.
You are one dumb son of a bring a knife to a gunfight.
In Time is written and directed by Andrew Niccol, where your life is your currency after everybody stops aging at 25 years old. Basically, you could be immortal if you're rich enough, and the lower class kind of live paycheck to paycheck or minute to minute. As your time runs out, you try to find new ways to get more time, including free clinics that act as kind of like food banks in the world. Concept alone, this is a pretty interesting one, and this is a film that I've always wanted to see. I ended up finding a DVD copy for $1 at a yard sale last summer, so I was happy to finally cross this one off the list. The film stars Justin Timberlake, who plays Will Salas, a hard worker from the slums who is trying to get time for his mother. Both live minute to minute when after his mother passes due to the harsh reality they live in. He ends up meeting a billionaire in this world, a man who can essentially live forever. Well, the man doesn't want to live anymore, so he passes off his fortune to Will. With newfound life, Will decides to head to the rich section of the world. This world is kind of structured like Snowpiercer, but instead of a train, it's more like unlocking the rest of the map in GTA. When he arrives on the scene, it is apparent he doesn't belong here, which launches Cillian Murphy's character, a timekeeper or time cop, who believes Will might have killed the mega rich man for his money. See, it's very easy to steal time in this film. You basically just need to touch somebody's arm and take it from them. While on the rich side, Will meets Sylvia, played by Amanda Seyfried, who is the daughter of a mega wealthy man. When the two hit it off. When Will is finally questioned about his time, he kidnaps Sylvia and the two go on the run with time running out. The film actually does a great job at the small details, things like the fact that Will eats faster than everybody else because he normally doesn't have enough time to enjoy it, the way the world is set up between the different classes, and the way the world kind of works feels very detailed. However, I kind of think the film somewhat gets lost in those details because the narrative of the film is incredibly predictable, cliched, and for the most part, pretty boring. This is an hour and 50-minute movie where the pacing feels like a roller coaster and not a good one. You click up the hill with a lackluster love plot, only to drop down to a mediocre hill that the action is kind of these cat and mouse chase scenes. The film presents some really interesting concepts, but that's like the first 5 minutes of the film, and the film doesn't really explore those concepts outside of the surface level. The film presents themes of classism, but doesn't really say anything new. It's the same message, but presented in a new box. The detail to have the color grading between the sterile rich worlds, where the film is contrasted as kind of a lifeless to oversaturated in the slums, is a nice visual tie, but again, it's kind of just the small details that add a bit of sparkle to the dull narrative that I just couldn't get into. Maybe if the narrative was as well thought out as all the minutia, this would have been a really great film, but for now it's going to be a 3 out of 10.